Oh, the Hubble, peering into the cosmos and expanding our knowledge of the universe. But why space telescope? The simple answer is, space telescope? Come on, that's awesome. But the truth is a little more complicated. No matter how powerful a telescope is, on the Earth's surface it is always subject to weather and atmospheric distortion. Even if these are corrected, they cannot prevent the absorption of ultraviolet light, gamma rays, X-rays, and radiation by the atmosphere. So by launching this 11,000 kilogram satellite up into space, you remove these factors.
This camera works like many other cameras. Inside there are multiple mirrors that reflect light rays from one to another, then through a focal plane, which happens to be the size of a dinner plate. Once the light passes through the focal plane, it passes through sensors that analyze and record the data. This data is then relayed through a satellite to Earth. When it reaches Earth, the data goes through a long process of being sent around from place to place until it finally goes from NASA to the Space Telescope Science Institute, or STSCL. Using the light that is normally absorbed by the atmosphere, the Hubble has been able to observe stars and galaxies with a unique precision. This has caused some of the most profound discoveries about our universe to date. The images it has taken have allowed science to confirm theories about dark matter and black holes, and our first images of supernovas.
Launched in 1990, the Hubble was essential in many different discoveries about the universe. The telescope was named after Edwin Hubble, who discovered that all stars and planets and galaxies are moving away from us, and the farther they are, the faster they will be traveling. Traveling about 8 kilometers per second, the telescope completes a full orbit of the Earth every 97 minutes. It orbits the Earth with a height of 559 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Even at these high speeds, the telescope is still able to take clear and accurate pictures of stars and galaxies. In order for it to take clear pictures at such speeds, it needs to make sure to stay focused on a certain area.
But how do you stay focused on a single area when you are going in orbit around the Earth? The Hubble uses 2 different methods. First, they use the reaction wheels to align with the desired area. Then they use the sensors that watch the guide stars to ensure that they stay focused on the area, giving them a clear and accurate picture. For everything the Hubble is, there's one thing that is more important than anything else. For 10 days, the telescope was positioned to look not at a star, but in between 2 of them. For 10 days, it looked at this tiny black point in space, and when the images came back and were processed, it was nothing less than amazing. Forever known as the Hubble Deep Field, it shows thousands of galaxies in one image. We always knew there were other galaxies, but we could never imagine just how small we are in this universe. A few years later, the Hubble did it again with the Ultra Deep Field view. For 11 days, the Hubble looked at another unimportant spot in space and came back with images that amazed us. Every spot, speck of light, and smudge is a galaxy. This is all from a spot about the size of a grain of sand held at an arm length.
To put this into a little bit of perspective, we're on a planet, one of 8 in our solar system. We miss you, Pluto. The Sun, at our center, is just one of about 500 billion stars in our galaxy. That's 5 with 11 zeros. Our galaxy, however, is just one in about 125 billion, estimated with the help of the Hubble Deep Field images. After 20 years of service and 5 missions to repair it, the Hubble is coming to the end of its lifespan. Set to be decommissioned in 2013 or 2014, the Hubble will begin to lose speed and fall out of orbit, eventually its parts crashing into the ocean. The Hubble has led the way for an era of dreamers and stargazers to wonder what more there is out there. The search for new wonders is continuing with a new telescope. The James Webb Space Telescope hopes to pick up where the Hubble left off. With more advanced instruments and a farther orbit, it is hoped to look beyond the ultra-deep field into unexplored territories of space. The Hubble may be gone soon, but it will never be forgotten.